And now, here's your host of Aim to Purpose Spiritual Empowerment Hour, Louise Hicks.
Let me talk a little bit about this movie. It's been so much controversy going on about The Woman King, starring Viola Davis and many others. And with all due respect to Miss Viola Davis, she is an exceptional actress or actor. And I have not seen the movie. I will not be paying to go see the movie, and I am unapologetic about that. In fact, I have not been to see a movie in years or paid to go see a movie in years. I don't even recall how many years it is, and I really don't watch the award events, these award shows and so forth, because I'd rather invest my time in reading and learning our history to find out the why we are economically, spiritually, emotionally, mentally, intellectually, physically, you name it. We are broken collectively as a people because we have been unable to figure out how to unify. And that's sad. We're still going through so many atrocities. And when I say atrocities, I'm serious about that. We have job issues where many of us are afraid to wake up in the mornings because we know we got to face that job and the racism on the job. Housing, you got to face the racism in housing, people denying you access. Mortgage companies turning you down. The educational system is broken where our kids are not learning like they should, which is why I'm glad that I went to an all-Black segregated school, because I learned so much more than I would have learned in an integrated school. And I'm telling you what I know because I left Louisiana at an early age, right out of high school, lived in California all my life, went to college, graduated from college, California State University in Long Beach, California, right out of high school, went there 4 years, basically putting myself through college. So don't tell me what we can't do, because you can do it. You have to have the mindset to do it. I did it, coming from the background I came from, where my parents were divorced when I was about 7. However, I never let that stop me. I never had a pity party. And I'm not saying I don't get angry or sad about some of the things that I've had to face, the challenges. One of the biggest ones was my son being diagnosed with cancer, and some of the others facing all of the racism in employment because I was an intelligent Black woman, came out of college in 4 years against the odds in a different state that treated me like I was some alien or something, because I was treated as an out-of-state student and could not get the full curriculum that I should have been able to get. However, I overcame that. And I graduated from college in 4 years, like I was supposed to, right out of high school. And I started worked on my job for over 32 years through all the racism on the job. And then got another job and encountered the same type of racism. However, I never let any of that stop me. Nothing, because I had the mindset. Nobody can take control of your mind. And just keep that in mind. Nobody can control your mind but you. And if you have that fear factor, thinking you cannot navigate yourself through this system or facilitate yourself through this system and make something of yourself, do something with your life, you're wrong. So please go to my website as well, louisehicks.com. That's my website. And go to my YouTube channel and subscribe, Aim to Purpose Radio. And I'm an award-winning author, so I let nothing stop me. I'm a motivational speaker. I am a coach. I can help you. If you're having any type of issues, thinking that you cannot do this or do that, meet your goals, fulfill your dreams, contact me and I will help you to figure out why. Get to the root cause. Come out of the fear. Again, my website is louisehicks.com, my YouTube channel. Go to my YouTube channel. Aim to Purpose, AIMED, the number 2, and subscribe. Give me a thumbs up because I'm telling you, at 71, I have lived a long time on this planet and I have a lot of wisdom that I can impart to you. And I love to read. And that's one thing a lot of us don't do. We don't like to read, a lot of us, but that's how you learn. That's how you grow. And I mentioned the movie and I mentioned Miss Viola Davis, who was encouraging everyone. And I believe she even bought some tickets for some young girls. Now, like I said, I will not be paying to go to the movie. I would prefer to invest my money into something that's going to benefit me because the movie is entertainment, of course, because it's not based in the truth of actually what happened. And to tell you the truth, when I heard the title of the movie, it became problematic for me because it said the woman king. I don't consider myself a king. I am a woman, but I'm not a king. So that was problematic for me initially. And I really don't need a movie to empower me because, first of all, I was born empowered by the mere fact that God allowed me to come to this planet and be a warrior for justice. That empowered me. Plus, I had a family that empowered me. My mother, as a woman, was one of the most powerful persons that I've ever encountered because she stood up for what she believed in. She stood up to white supremacy. And I've shared with you before that my mother had to tell a young white overseer when she was out picking cotton. Yes, she picked cotton. Yes, I picked cotton right along with my mother as a young girl. And I remember this. This young boy, white boy, was calling all the Black women in the fields, Annie, Annie this, Annie that, Annie, Annie, Annie. And my mother was sick of it. So one day she just looked at him and said, I am not your Annie. My name is Mary. So will you call me by my name? Because I'm not your Annie. You call all of us colored women, because that's what they would say then, Annie. And we have names. So I know, like my mother, I would not have survived in slavery. I would have gotten away or I would have been killed because I would not have stood by and allowed anyone to rape me. That's just not who I am. So I would not have survived, and nor would my mother. And since this is a woman king, I considered my father a king. My father was born in a time, in fact, 1912, where, and still today, we know that Black men are not treated as men. Many allow themselves to not be treated as men, treated as boys still. And we know that racism is alive and well, but it doesn't mean that you have to knuckle under to it. And my father was a brilliant Black man, very smart, intellectually, not educated, because he only went to the 3rd grade in the broken educational system that was by design, or is by design, still is, to create employees, and employees that are not well-spoken or will speak up for themselves. These are the county employees, because I'm speaking on what I know. I encountered it. These are the county employees that employers, many of them, this is what they want. They want someone that's going to come there so that they can treat you when you are Black like a second-class citizen. I've encountered it. And when I encountered it, guess what? I spoke up and I let them know in no uncertain terms, no, I will give you exceptional work because that's who I am. However, you will not treat me like a second-class citizen. And I've never been fired from a job for speaking up because I know how to articulate and I know how to document. And I'm sure that's the only reason I've never been fired from a job. So with that said, I have the utmost respect for Miss Viola Davis and her capabilities because she is an exceptional actor or actress. However, I will not pay again, and I'm unapologetic about it, to go to see The Woman King. And I saw Miss Viola Davis make a comment about Hollywood, that they're after the green. And that is true. However, many of us are after the green as well. But I want the green that's going to benefit me and my community. And how is my going to see The Woman King going to benefit me and my community? How much of that money is going to go to the Black community to help elevate the Black community? Where's the lion's share of that money going? It's not going to the Black community. It's not going to the actors. So where's the lion's share going? It's going to Hollywood. That's where it's going. That's why Hollywood can go out and do all these movies and propaganda, because that's what, I haven't seen it, but I saw the trailer and I've heard all the talk about it and I've read about the true story, the truth. So therefore, Miss Davis, with all due respect, no, I will not be paying my money to go see The Woman King. I will utilize my money. And I believe she mentioned something about Superman and Iron Man and Black Panther. I didn't pay to go see them either, because I don't believe in giving my money to people that do nothing to benefit our community. I just don't do it. There's certain things that I do have to buy, and I will buy them. And this is no hate or anything. This has nothing to do with hate. It has to do with helping and supporting to elevate the Black community, because we need it. And it's long overdue. And anybody is welcome to come to my platform, no matter what ethnicity you are, because there's no hate in my heart. I believe in justice. I believe in human rights, those God-given rights that all of us were born with. That's what I believe in. And we know in this society that does not happen. So with that said, why is it, I had made a note about something here that struck me that Miss Viola had said, and it was something about the machine called Hollywood and how Black women can lead a global movie, something to that effect. And sure, I agree with that. Black women can lead, but not as a king. I consider kings to be men, not women. And furthermore, why is it that we as Black people are depending on Hollywood to define us and give us a platform. With all the money that goes through Black hands annually, why aren't we creating a Black wood? If you just want wood added to it, why does it have to be Hollywood? Why can't you create your own movies? And if you need a wood, let it be Black wood. Because there's a lot of money going through Black hands. There are a lot of Black entertainers, sports figures, and all of this that have money. Some of them have billions. So why is it that we want to beg Hollywood to do something for us that we can do for ourselves? If I had sat around and waited on the white supremacist society to do something for me, I would have nothing. Today, I would have nothing to pass on to my children. And I never, ever sat back and waited on anybody to hand me some crumbs so that I can be poverty stricken until the day I die. That is not who I am. That is not who we were raised to be. In spite of all the racism that we encountered, my father was very knowledgeable and able to put together cars. He could take them apart and put them together with as little formal education or lack thereof. And my mother was a brilliant person too. Like I said, they both were brilliant people, very intelligent in spite of the racist system. And what if they had sat around and waited on government crumbs? They were hard workers in spite of the lack of opportunities for them. They found some opportunities to survive, like many others that I grew up around on Cooper Road, USA, which was a thriving Black community when I was growing up as a child that loved one another. It wasn't a wealthy community, but there were Black entrepreneurs that we saw. There were Black teachers that truly cared about us genuinely. And they went outside of the poor educational curriculum and did research and taught us well. And I'd like to congratulate one of my classmates and neighbors growing up, Larry Panell, Dr. Larry Panell, who just got some type of, I believe, band director, because he used to be the band director for Grambling State University in Grambling, Louisiana. And we grew up together. And I'd like to congratulate you, Larry, on all of your accomplishments and all the other brilliant Cooper Road, USA, like myself, who came out of that community and made strides and made a difference in America and on the Cooper Road for those who remained in Louisiana or in Shreveport or on the Cooper Road. I'd like to congratulate and commend all of you, because we had a community, a village of parents, ministers, churches that cared about us. And I thank them with gratitude. And with that said, again, I am Louise Hicks, your host of Aim to Purpose Spiritual Empowerment Hour. And I also have a show now, my YouTube channel, by the way, again, Aimed, AIMED, the number 2, Purpose Radio. That's Aimed to Purpose Radio. That's my YouTube channel. Please go and subscribe and share this video. It may uplift someone and help them to realize that you can fulfill your dreams. And my website is louisehicks.com. And again, I'm an award-winning author. I'm a motivational speaker. I'm a coach, a life coach. success coach, elevation coach, and I've been around for 71 years. So I have some information that I can elevate. And if I'm not able to uplift our community, I sure will not do anything to tear it down. And please also go to my other YouTube channel with my granddaughter. It's called Fun, Fun, then the letter N, and Learning. Fun in Learning, Learning. Fun in Learning with Grandma Louise and Nija E. Jewel. And she has taken over as host of the show. And she even said she was the queen of the show. Now, here's an 8-year-old that's not calling herself a king. She's calling herself a queen. So she's using her critical thinking skills. And she does not need a movie to empower her because she's being empowered by her family, her mother, Denise, her father, Kenan, who is the owner of Kinetic Fit and Wellness. And he has a YouTube channel as well, Kinetic Fit and Wellness Info. And he is very smart too. He knows a lot. He and I had the show together in Hollywood, Aim to Purpose, the radio show. And we interviewed people from all ethnicities all over the world. All over the world. And we had some great shows. Great shows. Brenda Pierce out of Canada, the empowered nurse. Dr. Esselstyn, he's a heart surgeon. He was in Forks Over Knives. We had an African dignitary on our show. So go to my YouTube channel. You can see some of these interviews. We have lots of them on there that are inspiring and can help you navigate through your own life if you're having some challenges. So please do. And I'm going to sign off for today. I thank you all for watching. I come on every Sunday, unless, of course, there's something going on. So again, I'm Louise Hicks, your host of Aim to Purpose, Spiritual Empowerment Hour. Go to my YouTube channel. Please share this video to AIMED, AIMED, the number 2 radio, Aim to Purpose Radio. That's my YouTube channel. And Fun in Learning with Grandma Louise and Nija E. Jewel. And we should be on a little bit later today as well. And she's taken over. She's the host and the queen, she said. Even though I call her, and her other grandmother, Barbara, called her the princess. I call her Sweet Sweet, but her other grandmother calls her the princess, but she calls herself the queen. So have a great rest of your Sunday. Enjoy your week. And I may bounce in before the week is over. I don't know. And I love you all. Thank you all for watching. Have a beautiful day. And thank you all, too, for enjoying those sunsets and sunrises that I put on. I appreciate that. I love watching the sunrise and the sunset. So bye-bye for now.